morning and welcome to Living Local 15. Today on the show, we're taking a look back at some of the fun places we've explored this month. Here we go.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
I am here on the landing in downtown Fort Wayne outside of Mercado restaurant. I am so excited to talk about their Cali Mexican cuisine that they offer, taste their menu, and mix up some cocktails. Come on. Sitting down now, I'm back with Johnny, and we have some food options in front of us that I'm so excited to try because remember, this is a Cali Mexican cuisine. And so what do we have in front of us?
So the first dish is going to be our queso fundido. It's going to be cast iron baked cheese with mushrooms on top.
Okay.
And then here we have our Mexicali dumplings.
Those dumplings are so beautiful, by the way. Just aesthetically, they're amazing. And these are appetizers, right?
Correct.
On your menu. All right, so explain to me this first one that I'm going to taste.
Yeah, so we got the cast iron dish. We fill it up with jack cheese. There's some rajitas, which is going to be pretty much like a fajita vegetable mix. We bake that, get that nice and hot, throw on the al pastor mushrooms, a little bit of shiitake, a little bit of oyster mushroom in there, pineapple tepache, and it's a good contrast to like a queso dip. This is going to be your actual stretchy cheese. And you basically just make little veggie, cheesy tacos. You can add chorizo, we have a street corn version as well, and then it comes with a little bit of side of tortillas. I think our appetizers are more like small plates in that they can be like a mini entree, but they are meant to be shared with your guests.
Okay, these are, okay, so you have a little tasty taste of everything,
Yep,
all right, let's
100%,
see.
check it out. What do you think? Super good?
On first arrival.
You got the pineapples cooked down a little sweet, so like the chutney flavor, and then you got the mushrooms have a little bit of spice to it.
It's so great. So the pineapple that you spoke of, so that hits me first, the flavor. That sweet taste just makes it warm and inviting as I eat it. And then that little spice that you spoke of is just so perfect. It's a really great blend. Hold on, I gotta get another bite. Is this a popular dish?
Yeah, we have it in taco version, and this is again a really fun small plate. So a good vegetarian option too.
And tell me about the tortillas.
So yeah, so one thing is like a lot in the Midwest, a lot of people use yellow corn tortilla. We use that for enchiladas, but for our tacos and our small plates, we do use white corn because they have a little bit of a milder flavor of corn. And I think a lot of people aren't used to that necessarily in the area, but over there it doesn't overpower the proteins that you have, and it's gonna again just let the protein speak for itself.
Protein is great. And I also love anything served in a cast iron.
Yeah, it really elevates everything.
And of course, washing it down with a yummy cocktail. Cheers. All right. Yum, yum. Okay, next we're going to tackle these dumplings. So tell me all about them.
So the dumplings, one of our like staff favorites, and I think a crowd favorite now for everybody. You think like dumplings, why are they on the menu? But these are the Mexicali dumplings because in Mexico there's a town called Mexicali, it's a border town, but that's actually where a lot of Chinese immigrants settled. So there's a lot of people that are from Chinese descent that actually have a lot of their recipes and everything like that have been influenced from the ingredients that are available there. So this one's gonna be a shrimp and pork dumpling, traditional wrapper on the outside, and a couple sauces. We have a traditional salsa verde and then a salsa macha, which is like a very almost like the classic like chili oil sauce that you would get in an Asian restaurant. It has toasted peanuts in there, sesame, and it's finished with a little bit of micro cilantro too.
Wow. This has so much going on, and I love it.
No, that's good.
It's like a burst of excitement when I tasted it in my mouth.
You like it, a little bit of ginger in there, a little bit of scallion.
I love ginger. Wow, so what is the meat?
It's gonna be a shrimp and pork, and we just mix it all together. So it's very rich. We use the Wood Farms pork, and I think their protein has a lot, I would say, fuller flavor. But the salsa macha just has that little bit of nuttiness, and then a touch of sesame just really makes it seem like I would say it's a proper fusion. It doesn't seem like forced fusion because it's literally like influenced from an actual, like I'd say, area where this naturally came together. It wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna put these two things together because I think it sounds good. It's just kind of found that way.
And that meat is literally cooked to perfection.
Awesome.
It's so tender and so flavorful and just so like yummy. And I love when I can taste something and I'm like, okay, I have to wait to identify all the flavors. So we've tried the appetizers. Next up, we're gonna try a couple of entrees.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. All right, Johnny, we have the appetizers. I'm ready for the entrees. What do we have?
You guys, like first, right away, I think people are gonna ask, like, why do you have pasta and enchiladas in the restaurant, right? So here we have our enchiladas. I think probably our most traditional dish on the menu.
Okay.
And then here we have the chorizo bolognese. So we can go ahead and start off with enchiladas.
Enchiladas, love enchilada.
Yeah,
It looks like
dig
there's
right
so
in.
much happening. You
Yeah.
got different flavors, so one doesn't have to choose
Exactly.
a sauce. Okay, I love that.
So these are the divorciadas. So that's a style where you get two sauces. You get the red sauce and the green sauce on the same plate. Inside it's gonna be a shredded chicken tinga, which can be like chipotle braised chicken.
Yes, okay.
And then you got your traditional sides of beans and rice. Finish with a little bit of thinly sliced raw onion, a little bit of cotija cheese, and just finish with a little bit of crema right over the top.
Okay. Crema?
It's gonna
What
be
is
more,
that?
gonna be more like, I think of creme fraiche or like a thinner sour cream. It's not gonna be that really thick dollop of sour cream. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit tanginess.
So much moisture. You know, I've had a lot of dried out food, especially when it comes to enchiladas. You have to get the flavor just right.
100%.
And so when I taste it, I immediately can tell that the chicken has been marinated, right?
Yep.
Okay, tell me about that process.
Yeah, so it's gonna be chicken thigh. It's gonna be marinated with caramelized onions, baked that off with a little bit of oregano. It's gonna be garlic. And it's very simple, definitely like the true home style cooking way of cooking it. I don't think we want to overthink many things. But this, I think, whether I give this to my mom, my grandma, like someone's gonna understand, like, hey, this is authentic, and it's more of like the soul food for Mexican kitchen, and that's how I think of that,
like
especially
that.
for enchiladas. So.
The soul food in Mexican kitchen, I love it. Okay, next to the bolognese.
Yeah, so the chorizo bolognese, the main thing is gonna be it's a very traditional bolognese base, very like chunky, hearty sauce, but it's gonna be made with our house-made chorizo. So again, we use the Wood Farms pork, and then we make our own chorizo paste.
Oh.
We toast the chilies, toast the garlic, everything like that together. The spices blended in. So it's a little bit of spiciness to it with the chorizo in it. It has the rigatoni pasta, a little bit of pepita gremolata to give it a little bit of zestiness, a little bit of crunch from the pumpkin seeds, and then finish with a little bit of whipped ricotta.
Okay, so we gotta talk about this dish a little bit, okay? Because
Yeah.
I'm tasting some flavors. First off, now, okay, let's talk about the texture. Dente alla, what is it?
Al dente?
Al dente.
Yeah.
It is. It's cooked perfectly in that. So that is when it has a little bit of chew to it. It's not too soggy as
Yeah,
a noodle, and you
exactly.
all hit that.
And
okay.
the pasta is like a semolina flour, so it's gonna have a little bit of that snap, that bite, right? And it's, again, you need that kind of sturdy noodle to handle the sauce. I used to work in an Italian restaurant growing up, and this kind of one thing about the menu is very personal in a sense. Where like it might not make sense to the general public, but for me, that's why it deserves a spot on the menu. And just working in an Italian restaurant, a lot of the ingredients are kind of very similar. You got oregano, you got crushed tomatoes too.
Yes.
But this is a way again to like just capture it all in one plate. Finish it with the pepita gremolata, where it's like you get that, I don't know, that traditional Italian flavor, honestly, but you get the wisp of like my take on it too, that little bit of accent, I say,
Yes.
on the in the
And that's
full
the
dish.
fun thing about you being the owner. So you get to kind of use whatever you want. It's your decision. And I love that you brought these different flavors and flares because you're really doing a service to the people who are eating it because we get to experience something different.
100%.
And that's so great. So, is there ginger in here?
There's not ginger, there is a little
What
bit
am
of
I
nutmeg
tasting?
in there.
Nutmeg, that's what it is. Okay, that's exciting. And then you have the pumpkin.
So
Seeds
pumpkin
on
seeds,
top.
yep. And so we blend just garlic, lemon zest, and then it has the pepitas, the pumpkin seeds.
Okay.
And that's what adds like that zesty fragrancy with also the crunch of the pumpkin seeds.
Okay, that's delicious. And what I love, of course, I feel with everything that I've eaten and drank here so far, it gives you that heat. It gives you that spice, that
I would say-
undertone.
I would say that we don't shy away. I think it's very bold flavors.
Yes.
And a lot of times, like people might think it's like spice, like heat, but it's more spice in terms of like seasoning and flavor, right? And it's kind of sometimes hard to distinguish the two. But if
Yes.
you want extra spicy food, we could do that. Or if you want something more mild, we could do that too. So
Okay,
there's
extra
range on the menu for
listen,
sure.
I love it because it comes. It's like you can taste the flavor first, and then it hits you with the spice, and that makes a good blend. So this is delicious. Johnny, thank you so much for having me today. This has been amazing. And of course, you guys know as I taste everything, I have to let you know what Jessica's favorite pick is. So here it is. For the appetizers, I love the dumplings. It is something different, unique. It's bold in flavor, it's soft, it's chewy, and it's amazing. So that's gonna be my favorite pick. Then for the entrees, my favorite pick is going to be the bolognese. It is, because I do like a pasta, and I think that the pumpkin seed and the nutmeg on top really adds something unique and different. So there it is. You have to come out to Mercado and try these options yourself and let me know what you think. Cheers, and we'll be right back.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
I'm at the Botanical Conservatory checking out their new California Dreamin' exhibit. From games, beach fun, and so much more, I'm taking you on the inside. Come on. Joining me now is the general manager, Nate Cardelli. Hi, Nate.
Hey, how
How's
are
it
you?
going?
Good.
I'm happy to be back at the Botanical Conservatory.
We love having you here.
Well, listen, you're giving me a little dun 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 dun. So you have to tell me about the California Dreamin'.
Absolutely. So we just opened our California Dreamin' winter exhibit. This is the chance for families to come out, get out of those winter blues that they're in, and enjoy some surf, sun, and sand here in Indiana.
I like it, and so it's indoors, so people don't have to be out and really face the true heat of Venice Beach.
Exactly. Leave your jacket at the door.
Yes.
Come out, enjoy a nice day or evening at the beach. We've got you covered.
Okay, good. So tell me about some of the activities that families can experience here.
Absolutely. So we've got plenty for the kids to run off some steam this winter. We've got beach volleyball. We've got an interactive opportunity where they can play lifeguard and look over the beach. We've got giant Jenga. We've got sandboxes. Of course, you can build your sand castles.
Nice.
Cornhole, horseshoes, ring tosses, a bunch of beach games just to get in that summer spirit this winter. And we're thinking that families are going to have a great time here.
Okay.
There's also a touch of nostalgia for the parents and grandparents bringing the kids out.
Yes. Okay, so I see a little bit from across the way. Can we walk around and kind of take a tour?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Hey, you're kind of good at this.
We're getting there.
So this is a fun spot. The kids and adults can
Yeah.
come and play a little volleyball.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Share more about this area over here. How was it setting it all up?
Yes, so it's been an exciting past couple of weeks setting this theme up. California, you know, you can't do the beach without beach volleyball. We also couldn't do it without a lifeguard tower, making sure we were all okay.
Okay.
And what's a
very
lifeguard
nice.
tower without a little fun slide on it,
Yes.
you know? Now, we'll be good at beach volleyball by April, but we're not there yet.
Right. This is just the practice rounds.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
Yes. How cute is that? And so earlier we saw kids sliding down it, climbing up it. That's an amazing setup.
Absolutely. The kids are really loving being able to look over the beach, seeing their friends out playing.
Yes. And save them if they need to.
And then sliding down to make sure they're safe, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, and then over here we have a little bonfire happening.
Absolutely. You can't do a beach without a campfire,
Yes.
some cute Adirondack chairs, a great family photo opportunity,
Yes,
and a great
yes.
opportunity to just relax when your kids are playing.
Yes, that's good because you can see them playing from over here, get a little photo op like you're on the beach. I love
Absolutely.
it. And I see other photo op opportunities. So let's go
Absolutely.
check it out. Nate, we're here at the photo op. You gonna strike a pose with me?
Absolutely.
Strike a pose. Strike a pose. Strike a pose. Hey, how fun is this? I love this setup.
Yes.
So what made you all get inspired by a beautiful sunset?
You can't do California without the waterfront. The feasibility of bringing all that inside
Right.
made a nice photo backdrop just a little bit more appropriate for us.
Yes.
And hopefully that brings that beach feeling, that comfort right on home to you.
Yes, and just chill and just, be mellow. And you all have music playing. that kind of gives that vibe, which I love.
Absolutely. It's nostalgic. I've heard it affectionately called rock lobster music.
Okay.
And it really will get you in that groovy vibe for California.
Yes, I love it. And speaking of nostalgia, you all have this van. So let's talk about this travel truck.
Yes. So we have a classic VW bus, 1967, that we pulled in for this show. It's a perfect photo backdrop. It will remind people of who were able to drive those that they're so cool. And for those of us that only have little figurines on our desks, they'll be able to enjoy those too. And it looks all packed up to go to the beach for you. So you'll be able to get that backdrop photo with the VW van and really see a cool piece of automobile nostalgia at the exhibit.
Very cool, very cool. Okay, so all of this awesomeness, how can people come and enjoy it for themselves?
Absolutely. So no reservations required. Just come to the front desk at the Botanical Conservatory. Adults are $7. Youth are $5. And babies are always free. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. Sundays, noon to 4. And actually, we're open Thursdays from 5 to 8 now as a late night, and that's $1 admission from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
A little happy hour.
Exactly, exactly.
I love it. And people can also come and experience this for quite a while. I mean, you all will be open in this exhibit until April?
Yes, we're open through April 16th here. Come out, enjoy some surf, sun, and sand.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Nate, for sharing in this. And if you all want to come out and, like he said, surf out here at the Botanical Conservatory, then be sure to check out their website, get your tickets, and come enjoy the fun. We'll be right back.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
I am here at Mercado restaurant, which offers a Cali Mexican vibe. And as you can see, I am behind the bar now with Spencer Mall, who is the beverage director. Hi, Spencer.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Yes.
It's going really well. I'm excited to have you guys here. Thanks
I'm
for stopping by
excited
and
to
make
be
some
here.
cocktails.
Yes,
Right
and
on.
so as the beverage director, you have pretty much curated this entire bar. So tell me about this process and everything that you did.
Oh man, starting back from when we first opened it, my passion was really mezcal, which is a large a large portion of our back bar. And as we kind of started to open, I started delving more into tequila. I used to always think I didn't really like tequila because of the tequilas that I'd had. Until I tried more top shelf premium tequilas and could taste the complexities and the nuances, and it really made me fall in love with that spirit, probably even more than mezcal. So I've been able to bring a lot of brands into the state that were never here before. I've been sourcing and working with importers to try to get stuff here that Indiana has never had before, to try to really put us on like kind of the forefront of the agave rather than kind of the back end of it. So I'm trying to get stuff here and trying to put the good word out of what agave is and how awesome it can be. So yeah.
Listen, you were speaking my language. You don't even know this, but my favorite liquor is tequila.
Oh yeah, right on.
And then mezcal.
Okay,
so
awesome.
I'm so excited.
Well, hopefully you like these cocktails then too, for sure.
Well, I'm excited to get started. So what will you show me today?
So today we're going to be making 2 cocktails off of our menu. We're going to be making first one, the Oaxaca Old Fashioned, which is going to be basically a play on an Old Fashioned, but with reposado tequila for a little bit of that barrel age, and then also a little bit of mezcal for a little bit of smoke. We are going to be using El Tesoro Reposado for our Reposado.
Okay.
We'll be using 1.5 ounces of that.
Okay, and so we're going to, oh, I love the cocktail
the
mixer.
glassware.
Yes.
Those are nice, right?
Okay.
So just going to pour for that little line right inside there, basically.
1.5 ounces. Okay.
And then we're going to be doing 1/2 ounce of that mezcal next to you. You know all the measurements. Did you bartend before?
I enjoy doing a little mixing.
At your house and stuff? That's awesome. Good for you.
I have all the setup and my liqueurs and some mezcal and tequila.
That's awesome. So we're going to do 2 dashes of Angostura bitters.
Okay.
Now, I think one thing that people often kind of mess around with this dash is they'll kind of like shake it as opposed to really dashing it.
Okay.
You really want to get a dash to make it more consistent.
Okay.
So you're going to go 1, 2, just like that.
Wow, okay.
There we go. And then we're going to be doing 1/4 ounce of our sugar, which our sugar that we use here is agave nectar. So just basically a little bit.
Best. Oh, so natural, right from the root. Love it. Okay.
And then to help kind of brighten the cocktail, we like to add oils to ours. So we actually add the oils to our sugars traditionally, but if you don't want to do that at home, you can always just grab like literally the skin of the fruit, peel it off, and then you can express it into your drink, drop it in. It's going to add that orange and that grapefruit kind of zest essence to it, which is going to be really nice.
Okay, orange and grapefruit,
Nice
love it.
scoop of ice. You want your ice to basically fill your glass.
Okay.
If it's a little short, it can kind of not get to the dilution and the chill that it needs to. Your spoons will be right next to you over
Okay,
there.
wonderful.
These are called DeSoto, so these are really easy to stir with. A lot of people get a little worried that they're not going to learn how to do it, but these are very, very easy. So I think the other part is that a lot of people sometimes can stir not long enough. You really do want to stir around 20 to 30 seconds and make sure that you get a full dilution on your cocktail so that it's going to taste the best to your palate.
Oh, I like it. Woo! We're stirring instead of mixing. I like these sticks too.
Those are awesome, right?
Yeah.
When we opened, that was really a big help for the people just
Very
training at the
neat.
beginning and everything like that. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and strain it.
All righty. Thank you.
And we're just going to go right into our glass. And we do use cubicle ice too, which is actually from Fort Wayne. So these guys make this 300-pound block of ice.
Really?
They basically pull it out and they cut it with a bandsaw. They just expanded their operations into Indianapolis, and they're looking to expand into Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Oh, wow.
But the ice does not have any impurities in it, so it's going to melt slower. It's going to dilute our cocktail a lot slower as well, which is going to be fantastic. Now, I guess after this, it's up to you. You can garnish it with an orange. You can garnish it with a cherry. We typically just garnish ours with that orange coin as well. But since we already put that in there, to me, it's ready to go.
Okay, well, now's the best part.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
A little smoky.
Very
A little touch of
smooth.
sweetness.
Little touch, I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
not
sure.
over sweet. Just give me the vibes. Give me the vibes. Love it.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.